stood in front of a closet full of clothes and thought, I have nothing to wear? The interesting thing is that most of the time it isn't about the clothes. Your closet may actually be trying to tell you something. Today, I want to share with you 5 messages your closet might be sending you and what they could mean about where you are in your life. If you've ever felt disconnected from yourself, stuck in transition, or like you've outgrown a season of your life, then this video is for you. Welcome back. I'm Dr. Shelley Nash. I help women become more fully themselves through style, self-expression, confidence, and personal growth. In my last video, I shared why style isn't really about clothes. Today, we're going a little deeper because our closets often tell a story, not just about what we wear, but about who we are, who we've been, and sometimes who we're becoming. Are you holding on to an old version of yourself? Have you ever kept clothing from a career you left years ago, or from a photo shoot you had once and then that's all you wore it for? Or a size you haven't worn in a decade? Or clothing that simply represented a different chapter of your life? Many of us keep these things because they're representative of memories, accomplishments, or hopes and dreams. But sometimes they represent a version of ourselves that we've already outgrown. Ask yourself this: am I keeping it because I really love it, or because I'm holding on to the past? Many women spend years dressing for other people, for a job, for a spouse, for a career, or what they think they should wear at a certain age. Eventually, they wake up and realize, I don't even know what I like anymore. Picking out clothing and wearing clothing has become an unconscious habit. That's not a clothing problem. That's a self-expression problem. Your closet actually might reflect your confidence. Have you ever noticed that when you feel confident, you choose different clothing? Or sometimes if you choose clothing that makes you happy, you feel more confident. It can work both ways. You stand differently, you move differently, and you express yourself differently. For example, just this jacket I'm wearing today makes me happy. I love the stars on it. It expresses that part of me that loves to be the star, the center of attention, that loves to be on stage and helping other people. So when I wear this jacket, I feel empowered. I stand differently. I walk differently. I talk differently. I express myself differently and more authentically. Do you have a piece of clothing that does that for you as well? Comment below. I would love to know what piece of clothing you currently have that allows you to feel more authentic. Clothing itself doesn't create confidence, but it can support it. When your clothing feels aligned with who you are, you spend less time worrying about how you look and more time focusing on how you show up. Are you in a season of change? I think as women, we go through many seasons of changes, whether it has to do with our age, whether it has to do with the roles we play in life, whether it has to do with people that are in our life. We go through many seasons. And as we go through those seasons, we tend to want to represent ourselves or express ourselves differently with our clothing. If you're in one of these seasons of change, sometimes nothing feels right. You can put on every piece of clothing you have in your closet and it doesn't feel right because you're changing. Maybe you're retiring. Maybe you're starting a new business. Maybe you're entering a new relationship. Maybe you're ending a relationship. Maybe you're becoming an empty nester. Maybe you're just reinventing yourself. The old clothing no longer fits the new version of you, and that's okay. That's why we're here. Growth often feels uncomfortable before it gets exciting. I can attest to this. Anytime I'm just about to grow, I feel really uncomfortable. And then I know that in a few hours, in a few days, in a few weeks that I'm going to be through that growth spurt on the other side, and I'm going to be excited about this new aspect of my life. Is your closet actually asking you to express yourself more fully? This might be the most important message of all. As a young girl, I was fascinated with clothing. I'm talking about 5 years old, sitting in my closet, taking all the clothes off the hangers and trying them all on. I loved dresses. I loved frilly stuff. I was fascinated by the clothing that I could put on my body and I could feel pretty. And that continued throughout my life. Not really about fashion trends, but about how the clothing made me feel. Because I loved to express myself. I loved the process of expressing myself with clothing. Remember how I talked about this jacket and the stars that are on it? Well, that was something that I loved when I was growing up. A dress that had sparkles or foil or some pretty color. So find that thing for you that helps you express that part of you that just wants to sparkle, that just wants to shine. Later on, I studied textiles and clothing in college. I became fascinated with color, texture, and why people dress the way they do. I wanted to understand how what we wear reflects who we really are. I wasn't finding a lot about this topic out there, even though it made so much sense to me that what you wear is an expression of who you are, and different cultures wear different things for different reasons. Today, I believe style is one of the many ways we express ourselves. And even the word style makes me smile. The word style has to do with expression, self-expression, who you really are. And it makes me excited to think about helping you develop the style that helps you express yourself more fully. Style is not the only way to express yourself, but it is one way, and it's a very powerful way. Your closet might be asking, who are you today? Who are you becoming? And how do you want to express yourself? The next time you're standing in your closet, don't just ask, what should I wear? Ask yourself, what is my closet trying to tell me? Because style isn't really about clothing. It's about self-expression. It's about alignment. And ultimately, it's about becoming more fully you. The outfit I have on today, I have actually never worn all these pieces together that I have on today. I put them together because I asked myself, how did I want to feel for this video? How did I want to express myself on this video? So I had all the pieces. I just never put them together in the way I have them on today. You have all the clothing you need in your closet. We're just going to put it together a different way that allows you to express yourself for who you are, your authentic self, and who you're becoming. If this video resonated with you, I would love to hear from you in the comments. What do you think your closet is trying to tell you now? And if you're ready to explore style, self-expression, and personal growth, be sure to join the Style Your Life community. The link is below. Until next time, remember, truth, align, express. Become more fully you. See you on the next video.